Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do this kind of grungy look with MAC Uninterrupted. This was a requested tutorial and that's what they requested, using the uninterrupted shadow and a grungy or grungy-ish look. I don't remember quite exactly, but that's what I had written down. So I used MAC Uninterrupted and kind of did this kind of messy-ish eye look, so it's actually really easy to put on. So if you would like to see how to create this look, then just keep watching. So as you can see, I already did one eye, so we're just gonna do that over on this eye. So I'm starting out with a Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, and we're just using this to prime our eyes. I don't want all the kind of little veiny things and whatnot on the top of my eyes to show through, so that's why we're going for this. Sorry there's like so much traffic today. I don't know if my mic can pick that up. The mic I use for voiceovers is a lot stronger than this one, but there's like so many people driving out on our road right now. Alright, so now I'm still going to go over with the base shadow. I'm using MAC Blanc Type. It was actually requested in the tutorial that I used MAC Uninterrupted, so I figured I'd just use a bunch of MAC shadows just to make it easy. And again, your base shadow should be anything that's close to your skin tone. So obviously, if you have a deeper skin tone than me, Blanc Type is not going to be a base color for you, but choose one that works. So we're going to start out with the Uninterrupted just so that we can get that all blended before we put in these like super dark black colors. So take MAC Uninterrupted, which is this kind of like, I don't know, kind of a pukey orange gross color, but it looks so pretty. I actually really like these colors, but I'm always like, ooh, in the pan it looks so gross. And I'm using a Hakuhodo J552, and I'm just going to take that all the way from the crease and blend upwards. And because this is supposed to be grungy, I don't really know exactly what grungy would mean, so this is what I'm saying my take on grungy is. So I'm just like being kind of messy, and I'm taking that all the way to the inner corner and out and blending it pretty close to my brow. Take just a little bit more on the tip of the brush. And you can see it's actually really pretty on. It looks really good on blue eyes, even though it looks really gross in the pan. Right. I'm just bringing it out a little bit on the edge because we're gonna have a big like swoop like it is here of that color. So once you've got your uninterrupted there where you want it, then we're gonna start taking some black. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a pencil, and I'm using the Larger Than Life Longwear eyeliner in Via Veneto. It's by NARS, and I'm just warming it up on the back of my hand because these ones get a little bit dry. And I'm gonna use this to tightline, and then we're also just gonna kind of just make sure it's all in between the lashes and even slightly above, just so that when we put the lid color on, it's like super black. You can use any black eyeliner you like. This one just stays on like the inner rims really well for me. The other eyeliner I've heard about that has really good stain powder is the Inglot Black. So if any of you guys have tried that, let me know your thoughts. So I'm going to start out with actually using not straight black. This is just going to be blending easier, so easier is better, right? So I'm actually going to take Brune by MAC, and you're going to put that all over your lid. So, and we're going to blend that upwards in just a sec. But start this out here. I'm using a MAC 242 just so I can get a lot of color on. You can use any type of flat synthetic brush, will do fine. So now that we got that on, so now take any type of blending brush that you like. I'm using a MAC 217 and blend the edges of that. So I'm actually going to take more of it actually on my blending brush because again we want this to be messy, and just throwing that all up in the crease. My eyes hood, so I'm bringing it just a touch above into the orbital bone, but you don't have to go super high. because we want mostly the lid to be dark so we can still get that uninterrupted. Okay, so now that we've already got some darkness going on, I mean, you could stop here if you don't like black and that's too much for you. You could always just make this maroon color really smooth and nice, but we're gonna go all the way. So for black, I'm using Sauce Box Black Widow because this is the blackest black I've ever tried. So I guess it's not all MAC, because Sauce Box Black Widow is so black. And you're just gonna pat that on with that same MAC 242 brush. Alright, so now just take a blending brush and really blend that black out. I'm using a Sigma E25. You're only going to really want to blend the edges. You don't want to touch the lid. Like, try to not touch the lid as well as you can. I'm switching to a Sigma E45 because it's going to be easier. Just because you really just want to blend the very edges and you want to leave the lid as black as you can. Alright, so I'm just going to add a little more black because it's not quite as black as I wanted. Probably should have used like a gel liner as a base, but it's too late now. Alright, so that's pretty much all we're going to do the upper lid because this look is actually really easy. So, you know, clean up any fallout if you got it and add some concealer. Alright, so now that we got some concealer done, as you can see, I did a really sloppy job because we're going to put black stuff there anyhow, so why waste my time? If you don't even have bad dark circles, you could even skip it. I just want this part of the eye to not be super dark, if that makes sense. So we're going to start out using a little bit of MAC Wedge, and I'm just using that on a Sigma E25, and we're just going to super blend this out under the eye. Alright, so there we got that going. Now I'm going to take a Sigma E45 and I'm taking Uninterrupted. And we're doing a similar dealio. Make sure that you're blending this into the Uninterrupted up here so that we got kind of that going on. Then I'm taking that brush that we used the wedge on and just blending that out. You can always keep this a little bit closer to the eye area and not blend it quite as far down if you're not into this, but I feel like this works for the kind of look that we're going for. Alright, so now we got that going, we're going to take some black and use a pencil brush for this. And just run that along the lower lash line. And before you blend and deal with that, throw a bunch of black in your waterline and run it slightly below. Alright, so now that you're super black and you kind of look like you got punched in the eye, we're going to blend that out. You can use a pencil brush for this step. I'm using that weird paintbrush I like. Like, see this shape? If anyone knows of a makeup brush that's this shape, let me know because I will buy it in a heartbeat. That being said, if you do use paintbrushes for makeup, don't ever use them in paint. They need to only go in makeup, and if you ever use them for paint, you should no longer touch them to your face. So that's pretty much all you're going to do for the eye look. It's actually pretty easy to do just because it's that messy, grungy look. And I'm going to throw on some mascara and some lashes, and I'll show you the finished look. Alright, so I finished the look off. I kept my face pretty matte, just from a couple things that I looked at for grungy. They were pretty matte faces. I did a little bit more contouring than normal just under my cheeks, and then I did it up here around my eyes as well, so we got a lot of definition in the eye going. And I just applied a little bit of MAC Warm Soul just kind of to this part of my face just to add a little more dimension, like it's just right above my contour. So I thought that was fitting, and then I went with a nude lip. I really want to do black, but again, thinking more grungy stuff, they're usually paired with a nude lip. So I'm wearing YSL number 10, and I applied it with just my fingers and just like basically patted it on with my fingers instead of going in with a lip brush, so then it almost looks like it could be my lips. there, but not. If you don't have super pigmented lips, you could even wear this with just like a chapstick. My lips are rather pink without a chapstick, so it doesn't really work for me, so I went for a kind of nude lipstick. Anyhow, I also paired this with the Bambi lashes from House of Lashes. They're these spiky weird ones, just because I thought that was gonna look cool with this look. So I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please like and subscribe. Feel free to follow me on my other forms of social media. Those are in the down box below, as well as at the end of the video. I can get back to questions really fast, especially on like Twitter. My Twitter name is also my Snapchat name, and I gave that out on Instagram, and it was awesome because so many people have been Snapchatting me, and I've been seeing a lot of makeup, and someone actually sent me a picture of their corgi, and I love corgis, so that was super exciting because I was kind of kidding when I was like, Snapchat me pictures of your corgis, because I didn't think anyone would, but they did, and that's great. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again soon.